What's up, guys? Well, welcome to another video on BRX Outdoors here. Out here elk hunting now. It's September 2nd. Got bows, call in my hand, wearing my boonie gear. Just I was shooting land, just let out a bugle because we weren't quite sure what way we wanted to go. We weren't sure if we wanted to go this way or up here. Just try something a little different than what we normally do when we come in here. And no, there was no response. So I'm gonna cruise up this way now and hope that there's something up here that wants to play. Well, got you guys set up through the binos here. There's some elk over there. No for sure bull, but we can see at least 2 cows and a calf. So, over there. That's perfect for Riker. So we'll see. We might go try and get on them. Do more or less a stalk on them. See what we can do. Keep you guys posted. We did also hear cow calls over that way is what it sounded like, but it could be those ones echoing, so I don't know. Riker's down there. Dad's right there. Sounds like, I don't know for sure what's going on, but I think they said there's a cow down there. So, might get lucky. Not the best spot to shoot one as far as back out, but we get it done. Well, that was our morning hunt. Not much action. Didn't hear much for bugles at all. Didn't hear a single one. Heard a few cows chirping, talking, but never could get within range of any of them. So, I don't know, it's pretty slow. The sheep are in this spot. I don't think that helped anything at all. Well, guys, we're out here for the evening hunt of, day one for, well, pretty much day one for the both of us. Yeah. Well, first full day for the both of us. We're out here on the mountain. Yeah, we're on a mountain, all right. It's pretty steep. Yeah, I had a trail cam over here. You guys watch us set it, but had a couple bulls. We had a lot of cows. So we're basically they're really persistent, showing up every day around what 5, 6 o'clock. 5 to 8. 5 to 8. Yeah. I guess we'll see what ends up happening right now. Yeah. We're just kind of waiting for it to get later out into the day. Yeah. Alright guys, well, that bull that you just heard screaming that we got on right there didn't work out. We ran out of light, but he was still bugling as they're headed out. Did get that grouse though, as you seen. Only got the one. Gotta get a little headshot on it. But, so, gonna get that taken care of. Head on out, down that way. Go across the river, and head back home for the night. That's it. This was just kind of a quick little night hunt, so probably pick you guys up whenever you get down by the river. Crossing the river now, boys. Waders on. Trying not to fall and drop the phone. Usually we just take our shoes off and go, but this time we were smart and used waders. Man, like that. Got the bank, and boom, there's the car. We'll be back here this weekend, so see you guys then. Alright guys, welcome back. Out here in the elk woods again. You've seen that the last few clips that were a couple weeks ago. Got on a bull. We have been hunting since then. Have gotten into them, but haven't gotten really much for footage. So, yeah. Anyway, no tags have been filled yet. Me and Joe took off school today before my dad's and Riker coming up tonight. We're pretty well to where we want to be now before shooting light. And once it does hit shooting light, we're going to make our way up mountain and hopefully get on some bulls. We were here last week and there's a bunch of rubs and a couple of bulls were talking in the evening, so it should be a pretty good hunt. Just came up and over a ridge, heard what we thought was elk. Come find out it definitely was. It sounded like two bulls fighting up here. They're just going crazy over on this side. There's at least 3 bulls. There's one above us here, and 2 back up this way. They're just losing their mind over here. We might get lucky. I'll throw in the tactic cam here in a bit, and we'll see what happens here. We never did get on the bulls this morning very well. I used you guys to block the sun, but didn't get on them this morning. Not within range anyway. We just kind of left them. Come find out there are a bunch of people in there with us. I could hear them, cow calling, so we just left that area entirely to a new spot tonight where I've been told there's elk by fellow family members. Do I believe it? Eh. I don't like this area. I don't know why, because I've killed an elk here before. And other people I know have killed elk here. I don't know why I don't like it, but I don't. Joey likes it though. But he's also never killed an elk with his bow. He's only ever shot at one. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Hopefully I'm proved wrong tonight. Good bull right now. I don't have my head cam as you guys can see, but we're on a big bull right now. He's from us. He's probably 130. My dad, he pushed forward. It's his shot right now because I missed one earlier. But yeah, I'm staying back, and he's really vocal with cow calls, so I'm gonna keep doing that. I missed the cow earlier at like 55 yards. Just had the wrong range, and I kind of rushed the shot. So, but this bull, he's a growler.
Well, we're on the mountain. We were doing an afternoon hunt before we went back to school tomorrow. And we ended up we called people in on the other side.
Yeah, that was annoying.
So we popped up and over this hill, and we spotted a cow or a calf clear up on that ridge.
Way up there. On that back mountain, you can kind of see through the trees.
We get about right here. Braxton lays down like 2 or 3 cow calls, and then just there's a calf up there that just
That was going crazy.
And just booked it down here. She started running, and then she came right to the end of this clearing, right through here, and she was standing right where I was standing.
I was right here. Joey was even right here on
it. A
it.
little bit more down to the left.
But you see, it caught us in a bad spot. We weren't expecting it. So all this brush is in the way. And she's seen us.
So once she seen us, she flipped around, ran back out to the end of the clearing. I jumped up here, just drew back, put 25 and shot. I just shot right over her back.
Pretty sure he hit a branch. It looked like he did, but arrow's clean. But
here, you guys can look at it if you want.
Yeah, right.
That's the one. So.
Anyway, we gotta kind of get headed back. I try to get the bull. There's a bull bugling. I can't with him. I got 50 yards from him, but then wind switched and he winded me. So anyway, so yesterday I've been kind of avoiding the camera. Oh gosh, avoiding the camera. Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Let the cameraman do his job. Go ahead.
All right. So anyway. Yesterday, I didn't film very much. Hey, he had my Tacticam, and what am I gonna do? Hold the phone and draw a bow? Like, anyway, get on to some bulls, and my dad laid down some cow calls, started calling them in, and all of a sudden here comes a cow. My brother Riker, he ranged it as she was coming through at 65. She walked a little farther down the hill, came into my opening. I drew back, cow calls. Okay, it's 65, right? And there was no response, so I just assumed it was. Boof. Shot right over her back. And then right after that, like a half hour later, we get onto another bull. And my dad, I go send him after it. Then he also waved me forward saying there was a cow. So I came up and she was sitting there 75 yards. I knocked an arrow, drew back, got real steady, did deep breaths. Boo. I thought I nailed her. Riker thought I nailed her. I'm still convinced I nailed her. But it was a little downhill. There was a lot of blood. Found half my arrow broken off. But then blood just all of a sudden out of nowhere just stopped. And I think what happened, there was lung blood, but I think I single lunged her and hit the opposite shoulder and just shot underneath, so it just came in and just stuck like this, and that's why it broke. And I think when the lung just popped out, or something popped out of that hole and stopped the blood. And we could never find her, lost tracks and thick stuff, so. Anyway, that's how our season's going so far.
So, back here, where I shot the calf.
Shot at
the calf last weekend. And we're up here for like till tomorrow, because it's supposed to rain real good tomorrow. So we're gonna come up here for tonight and tomorrow morning's hunt. We gotta go back to school on Friday, but then we're going to come back up Saturday, Sunday, and stay up here on Monday. And then next weekend on Saturday is the last day. So hopefully one of us can whack one down either tonight or some point within the next while.
Pretty torn up in here. Dude, it's off of that rub that I knocked down right here. Almost to where I want to be. I'll let out some calls and hopefully a bull responds. So this is what we're doing with. Marines found us. My dad's down here somewhere. But it's getting to where it's getting hard to see. It's because of these clouds. Otherwise it'd be light for another half hour or so, but
You're all blurred up.
oh, I know. I don't know. I was focusing weird. Anyway. Yeah, we gotta go before that hits. There's a lot of lightning in that one.
We got probably like 15, 20 minutes before that rain hits it.
We got about 5. But we never heard any bugles. My dad said that he did, but with this, any of you elk hunters know oh my gosh, what is happening with this camera? Any of you other elk hunters know when it's thunder and lightning outside, the elk don't talk. So maybe in the morning, as long as the weather holds out, we'll see what happens.
Okay, guys, we stopped that video about 2 or 3 minutes ago, and we're getting
hail about that size.
and that's the small ones. In other words, we're out.
Yeah. Just got out into the opening to a giant field with the thunder, and I'm sure lightning. Just give it a sec. We just seen him jump right there.
Right there.
I mean, we're only carrying bows.
That are metal.
Yeah. Through an open sagebrush field. I think that's pretty smart.
It'll do, dog.
Yeah.
It'll do.
Well, good thing is, it stopped hailing. Stopped raining. Anyway, we're just about back to the truck. My dad and Reich are already there. They're gonna come pick us up down the road, so. Smell elk. Anyway, I'll pick you guys up in the morning. It's the next morning. As you guys know, I never got into them real good last night at all. Headed to one of my favorite spots. Just climbed the giant sagebrush hill to get in here. Usually right on top. There's a big top. Plateaus out forever. There's usually at least a couple bulls and cows up here. So we'll see. Hope they're here today. Getting wet. It rained like all last night. It looks like you can see behind me. Clear skies. You can see a star behind me. According to the weather, we should have an opening till about 9. With a bull up above our camp view, but we know other people hunt that pretty hard, so came in here rather than chasing that bull. I think it's a smart decision. We'll see. Here's you guys' update. We've heard a couple bugles. There's one while in his bed. He didn't want to talk anymore. There's another one across the canyon on the other side of the road. Of course. And then now we're hearing another one. There's a getaways down here, but it's something. Heard him a few times now. It's just hard to pinpoint where he is because of some trucks you can hear in the background. Gonna get a couple hundred yards closer and see if we can pinpoint him. Well, you all seen what happened that last clip. The way in, seen some elk, I spot and stalked them. And got a shot at that cow. Struggled to get a range on her, and I finally hit 41, and which in my mind seemed close. And then she busted me, so I just stopped worrying about getting a range and just held still. She turned broadside, and so since I thought she was 40 due to the rangefinder, I shot and skipped it right off her back. Later, had my dad walk up there. I had something a little taller to range, and she was only 28 yards. So that sucks. That one hurt me. But went to where I shot and missed a cow a couple weeks ago, or 2 weeks ago, or last week, something like that. And I wounded another, so we're gonna go in here and see if we can't get another shot at him, or hopefully a bull. Getting up the mountain. Bulls are already going crazy. We got one. Has a mean bugle. Sound mature. He ain't very far. There's another one. I don't know if you guys heard that. But I don't know how much filming I'm gonna do. I attacked him for a shot, but that might be what you see next. I'll let you know. Well, do you have any luck on getting a shot today? But you did see some other ones, almost palmated looking 3 or 4 point with the calf. But there's another bull bugling just around the hill, and I'm guessing that was the herd bull out of that group. Earlier you seen some footage. I don't know if you could hear the bugle or not, but we got on a bull pretty quick in the shooting line. He was only probably 70, 80 yards, but just up above me. There's some thick stuff so I can see it. My dad's seen it. He was a ways above me though. He said it was a little 4 point, but it ended up winding us. So all we have to show. All the other ones kind of shut up pretty early for whatever reason. A good idea now where to go tonight. We're not gonna come back here, but we're gonna go on more like the backside kinda, where we heard some bulls bugling. Go check that out, and then come back to here in the morning a little earlier this time. We're into the evening hunt now. I have been for a little while now. Popped over this ridge and pretty quick we were just about to bugle, and we heard a bull fire off. He just chuckled for a while. So he bugled, he fired right back. He's a little ways down to this giant canyon. Not really where we wanted to go. We're gonna drop down this ridge a little bit further. Go see if we can get a better location on him. So we'll see.
Yeah, he's in the very bottom.
Dude, 3 bulls sparring right now and 1 in the bottom. Or 2 bulls sparring, 1 ready.
They're not sparring right now. Oh yeah. Back at it. God, I wish they didn't have this fucking road closed. It'd be tempting to go after them.
Well, there they all go.
Because
We'll just spook them.
Each other, probably.
Which one's the safest?
The one that wasn't sparring.
this place is kind of busy.
I know. Everyone's dying. Everyone's getting cut. Got some blood, guys. Yeah, Joey had me do some stupid stuff.
Okay, screw you, dude.
He told me to get a broadhead off, and I didn't have a tool for that broadhead, so I used my fingers, and here we are.
So the pop is sliced me wide open. Joey says it's because I was trash talking the broadheads because I had rust on it.
And
And now
before.
I sliced myself.
And before. It's because I was taking the broadhead off because I just shot at an elk like a couple days before. And some idiot over here decides to be a moron. So we'll
I'm
catch
doing
you
what I
up.
was told by the cameraman.
We'll catch you when
Cameraman
we're
knows
in
that.
there. We'll catch you when we're in there. His mom's gonna show up and beat him.
2 yards behind it. If you wasn't no more than 2 yards behind it.
Well, pal, camera's rolling. Let's hear it, dude.
Well, probably killed it just because I don't have the head cam on. That seems to be how it goes. I'll get misses on camera, but not kill shots. Okay, so second to last day, September 29th. I just came in to a spot I've hunted once during a rifle deer hunt. We ran into a 6-point up here, and I was like, you know, we haven't hunted here ever for elk. May as well give it a try. And as soon as we got in here, I started noticing a ton of sign right off of the road. And so we got up in here, just taking our time. And Joey, we were just in there talking to Joey. I was like, I think there's an elk. Seen some elk moving up across from us. That was 50, 60 yards.
Yeah.
So we just followed this trail, just tiptoeing. I don't know how, but one of them busted us. I thought I seen a bull spook, a cow, and a calf. And I just laid out some cow sound. I figured we were made out. I was like, yeah, we're screwed. And just like, yeah. All of a sudden I see an elk coming up from up above us, coming down, facing right at us, coming. I'm like, oh shoot, right there. There's a calf, which second last day I don't really care. It's meat. Gets big as a deer, if not bigger. And came through, stopped at 43 yards forever. Just looking around, wondering where these cow sounds are coming from, and just sat here patient. He finally turned and went broadside, head went behind a tree, so I drew. It's a pretty tight shot. I had about an opening like this at 45, or what we think is 45. She was anywhere from 45 to 48 yards, maybe even 50, but I don't think so. But I kept telling Joey, there's a branch there, but I think I can clear it. I think I can clear that. Settle, I'm like, okay, if I don't clear it, I'm going to completely miss. If I clear it, it should be a dead elk. Shot, let that arrow sail barely over that branch, and it looked like it disappeared perfect. In my mind was more or less focused just on the elk itself and making a shot. But Joey, he says he heard the thwack. I thought I heard like that punch of a sound hitting the chest cavity. And she ran straight downhill, and I don't know, like a minute or two later, after the shot, we thought we heard her crash. I felt really good about that shot. Look, it disappeared perfect. I ranged a tree afterwards. It's 44, and it was maybe 2 yards behind it, and I put 45 ever so slightly high on the lung. I watched that arrow. It looked like I should have got her at least upper half of the lung. So I'm gonna give her another 15 or so minutes, go check for blood, and we should have a dead elk.
Right. Here's where you're standing. So, good chance, like right.
She's right down here.
So, like right.
You can see the tree leaning across the other one. It's a really skinny one. And
Like right there.
yeah, she's right in between those. Right in between those, you can see a real skinny tree. Hope you get a ways back there, next to a kind of thicker one. She's standing right behind those on the left side, and you can see that pine bough coming across, and that was the one I was worried about clearing. And I think I cleared right over and dropped right into her. So, should have a dead elk. I know it's a calf, but you know what? Second to last day in the season, I've only killed 4 elk with my bow. 2 of those have been a calf, actually. Shot a cow last year, shot 1 5-point, but I've had chances at cows already this year. This is my 4th shot I've gotten this year. You have to get a shot at a bull, though. We actually got screwed on a bull this morning. We're calling him in, and he was 2 yards from stepping out into my opening, or even Joey's, depending on what way he's facing. And he's screaming his head off coming into us. And then all of a sudden, hear him take off and spin. Like, what in the world happened? Then, I don't know, a minute later tops, a guy walks up to us. Hey, I just shot a bull. Da-da-da-da-da. He's like, yeah, I knew you guys were up there. I heard you guys calling. Heard this bull calling, so I came and slipped in. He shot at 20 yards from... He shot the bull at 20 yards, so that means the guy was only 50 yards from us because the bull was only 30 from us. So he took advantage of us and went and got himself an elk. Well, can't say he got it because we got word from one of our family members that ended up helping track it at one point without knowing how bad he screwed us over. That he did not make a good shot, even at 20 yards. I know that's kind of embarrassing, but he didn't make a good shot. We think he rushed it, knowing that he's in competition with us, which he shouldn't have put himself in that situation, which he did. But they tracked it forever and never found it. So he either smoked the shoulder or probably guts. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and close the camera, and next time we pick you up, hopefully we're on a blood trail. Well, we were gonna find blood, and then all of a sudden, look over, find this part of my arrow. You can see that. That's buried to the fletch. And I think there might be some blood right below me, but that tells me I probably hit her where I thought I hit her. So Joey's going back to get his bow. Here in a bit, we'll try and radio and see what we can do. Hopefully, really hoping, guys. That's good looking blood. Alright guys, we found it. What do you think of that?
She only ran probably 50 yards.
Drops of blood were kind of awful, not gonna lie. We were expecting bleeds like this. Could hardly find anything.
We're finding probably stuff more like that.
Like that
kinda.
once. And then stuff like tiny little pin drops like that. Now I look over, see that free little buzz, like, oh my gosh. I freaking got her. Look at that right there. Smoked.
Bubbles coming out everywhere.
Absolutely smoked.
Hammered her, dude.
Alright guys, we're gonna get some pictures, get this log off her. Like, she freaking nosedived into that. Broke the freaking curse of camp, dude. No one's killed one in our camp yet this year. That's like, what, 14 or 15 shots fired in our camp?
Yeah.
I finally capitalized.
There's blood clear over there.
I'm guessing that's her stumbling. That's probably the crash that we heard.
Yeah.
Or it's her just tripping and just falling in. Oh my god.
Yes.
Second to last day. I mean, Joey, he's my focus in the morning and even tomorrow night. Gosh, look at that.
Holy crap.
Hammered, dude. Hammered. And we're going to get some pictures here and pick you guys up here in a bit. Since I have that sliced open thumb, Joey has to try and get it. Yeah, we'll get her in some game bags and get her all taken care of. Shot her at like 420?
Yeah, 420.
420, just walking through. We weren't even close to where we wanted to be. But we decided that this was God telling us to come here because we drove by the spot. I'm like, you know, that'd be a cool spot to kill one. That'd be a cool spot to hunt, just to try something different. And I'm like, well, let's go down here where I shot a 5-point a few years ago. You know, see, but there's people there. We're like, you know what? This is where we're coming. And guess what? It worked freaking out, dude. Freaking smoked me an elk.
Out great.
Oh my gosh.
Hammered her. Second to last day. Just great, dude.
Freaking awesome. Boys and girls, if you're watching, got front and back there, front and back down there, scrap here. Gonna load it up into my mystery ranch Metcalf. I went back, as you've seen, checked the blood trail. I tried to find the other half of my arrow, never did, but anyway, bam, done. So we're gonna get on out of here and we'll see you guys at camp. Alright, boys and girls, I thought he was ready. Didn't do much filming because both our hands were kind of full with elk meat. Got it loaded up in the buggy. I'm not going to show you too much just because, you know,
My hunt spot.
you can see the spot. If you've seen it, you know. And
It's too dark anyways.
I guess. So yeah, we're back. We got about a 15-minute or so drive back, and
Gonna take her slow.
gonna take her slow because packs aren't on there very good. But yeah, got him back. We're gonna head on out of here and go get some food.
Peace.
All right, guys. Well, that was elk season 2023 for you. Really kind of sucked. Yes, I did get that calf, but just could not get on bugles this year very well. Any that we'd hear, they just wouldn't want to play ball. I never got into any rut fests. Dad only ever got into one, and usually we get into several a year, but I don't know. It's a weird year. I'm guessing the snow had a lot to do with it, the heavy snow year. So, I don't know. My mom has that rifle bull tag for that same area coming up here in a few days. And we also got deer coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow's opening day for deer with rifles, and we're gonna take out my sister and her fiance and go see if we can't find them some deer. They got a real nice draw tag, and we got a few nice bucks spotted up, so hopefully one of them will knock one down. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, hit that post notification so you don't miss our upcoming hunts.